Over the years, as music taste and fashion senses have developed, it can be thought that the two have collided to affect each other, consequently splitting society into social groups based on their music taste or chosen fashion statements. With interviews from teen model Amy Heard and up-and-coming singer-songwriter Sam Webb from the band These Mortal Cities, Inside Manchester explores how music and fashion can affect the youth of today.
Right, the truth is, I don't really buy a lot of clothes. I'm not really very much of a consumer. I tend to get things given to me and I steal clothes off women that I generally sleep with. So I wear a lot of women's clothes.
Usually charity shops and stuff.
This is a woman's leather jacket, you see, it fits me quite nicely, right?
House of Fraser, Topshop, and Urban Outfitters.
If I'm shopping, where am I shopping? I don't buy anything.
Usually places. I'm sorry, I was going to say Chanel. No, usually like places like All Saints.
Mostly like goth stuff, Marilyn Manson and things like that.
Everything. House, garage, R&B, rap.
Like 90s alternative rock, so like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Hole, things like that.
Generally it's more sort of like beginning at rock, going up to heavy, quite metal and stuff like that.
Well, what? Like you put it there.
You want me to hold it?
Or you want me to hold the guitar while I do it? How do bands sit? Real bands?
I don't know. You
Mainly like other indie guitar bands like Arctic Monkeys, the Wombats and stuff, and maybe Two Door Cinema Club, that sort of thing. Was Mum. That wasn't very cool, wasn't it? Maybe you could argue Two Door Cinema Club, just how they sound, like they were very sort of indie geek type thing, sort of over the top like that, and that's how they sounded at first. I think, yeah, bands like Arctic Monkeys definitely dress how they sound, if that makes any sense. Alex Turner dresses all 1950s type thing, and their sound's gone more in that direction recently, and he used to look different and he used to sound different as well. I think image is very important. Yes, but not like drastically. It wouldn't make sense for me to go on looking all sort of gothic or anything, because that's not what we sound like. I dress naturally how you'd expect someone in like a guitar band to dress anyway.
I hope not.
Most of my friends are a lot of ravers and they all listen to metal and stuff, so it's mostly like either bright colours or like dark colours.
Nah, I'm myself.
Yeah, it does. Like if their clothes are more bright and more like outgoing, then you'd have more like just more upbeat music. And if they're plainer and if they look like older, like if they're for like older people, then it's more kind of calm.
The point of it is to express individuality, right? I don't get it really. When I was young with grunge, there was a very, very specific fashion that went with it.
If you go to like Screamo and stuff, like they're all dressed in black. I don't know, I guess they sort of dress stereotypical to the music.
When David Bowie was my big pop star, we all wanted to look like David Bowie. That was, so we all had kind of, red spiky mullet haircuts and things. You were drawn to those concerts and you wanted to look like you belonged, really. That's the great feeling if you go to a gig of someone you like and you see other people who like the same thing and have the same sense of style but their own individual take on it as you, and you feel like you belong. Well, my favourite era in terms of fashion actually was punk. Really exciting, energetic music started to emerge, and that was just how I felt inside my head, and so it was just wonderful. And so we stopped wearing big flared jeans and wore drain pipe jeans, and I really like that kind of DIY sort of scruffy element of punk where you didn't have to try too hard, really. That seemed to fit perfectly with how I felt at that time. Ed Sheeran's image is kind of being a normal bloke, isn't it? You know, but I mean that's the way he's decided to go, and that's the kind of polar opposite of someone like Lady Gaga and everything, where the image seems at times kind of more important than the music. People do sort of dress a bit like the music they play, and there's some bands that come in here for sessions and, you know, they just look like they've studied what a band should be, got just the right hair and just the right clothes, and I find that quite comical. I think you can always tell from a band's music what they're going to look like. Generally, people do dress to type. Definitely, yeah.
After our research, it seems that in a lot of cases our interviewees believe that music taste does influence fashion sense. But what do you think? If you'd like to give us your opinions on whether you believe your music taste and fashion sense are linked, and whether you think your preferences lead you to be stereotyped, contact us at insidemanchester@channel4.co.uk or tweet us at insidemanchester.
Would you like me more if I had